Hello. Does the microphone work? Testing out a new thing. Might be a little quiet. But I don't want to be too loud because it's like quite. I think it's quite sensitive to wind. So if I breathe, it's like. So, Liam, morning, 26 today. Your birthday. Happy birthday if it is. 26. How old am I? I'm 25. I turned 26 in October. Look at me. Live stream on YouTube. So, to begin with, we are reviewing these, the Shaw Macdonald darts. Very nice. Got to see these at Bridlington, at the British Open. In fact, let me pull up an image that I have on my computer. Somewhere. There we go. That was a bit big. Bit big. There we go. So that's what we're currently looking at. The old Shaw Macdonald's. Very nice little darts. Feeling old singles darts next week. Practice hard. Hopefully gets the finals night. Donald's darts very nice. Yeah. Well, happy birthday. Hopefully the tournament goes well. I played yesterday. Lost to YouTube sensation Ash Coleman from the Darts Ref streams. Beat me 3-0, unsurprisingly. I won 2 and lost 2. What was I just about to do? Oh, that was it. I was about to pull up some information on some of these darts so I can reference it, because I don't know it off the top of my head. So if we go to my emails, and look at the spreadsheet I was sent by Mission. So we have the 23 gram version of the Shaw Macdonald's. They're 6.45 wide and 48.5 long, 95% tungsten. So pretty similar to my custom darts actually. Retail $49.95, so really decent price to be fair for what they are. They come with the Punisher flights, which are actually designed by one of Sean's mates who's a tattoo artist, which is pretty cool. So yeah, let's just get chucking on the board, I suppose. As you can see, I've got this little camera here. There should be a chat box at the bottom, but it doesn't seem to be appearing. So we'll work that out, I guess. But yeah, we'll give them a chuck. Oh, I've dropped one. 120 and I've dropped one. Ah, bottled it. Sean was asking me on Twitter to use these, the comp yesterday. They fly lovely. What we scored 85 when I started the stream, 125 and 62. They're going at a nice consistent angle, which is good. And they've got the short saber shafts, I want to say. I might even, if I can find them, chuck on the Tweeny Plus. God, these fly lovely. Grip rating I'd give a 4 out of 5. Mission I think says 6.5 out of 10. I'd probably give it a bit more than that. Yeah, I'd probably give it more than that, but it depends. Depends how you grip the dart, I think. Because if you hold it, if I hold it really lightly, it's not that grippy. But if it's like, if you sort of pinch it quite hard, it's quite grippy. I think I might go into Cosmo Stem 7 from 6. It's one of the darts they fly. Is the 7 the really long one? I have. They come through the door yesterday. These really long Luke Humphrey style shafts. Not the new ones that they brought out, but like the original ones. Just test them out. I bought some like cheap Red Dragon darts and then long stems. I thought I'd try them out. They definitely sit flatter. Type 43. And they sit up nicely as well, these. I think these are going to be quite popular. A5. Oh, that last one snapped down my head. 98. Do you want me to throw like Sean? I'll try. He's probably a lot slower than that actually, but don't I know it? I played him last year, the British Open. Probably the best player I've ever played. I think he averaged 93. He beat me 3-0. I mean, I didn't play very well. I only averaged like 58, but these are really good. These are really going well. I want to start throwing in a line, not arcing them. Yep, I get what you mean. You want to be more direct. So you sort of want to throw, so there's like no room for judgment. It's like once it's left its hand, it's like that's where it's going to go. I can't throw like that though. I have to sort of loop them. Oh, so good, these darts. They're just going so nicely for me. I mean, it makes sense because I wanted grippier versions of my darts, and these are basically what these are. Check Twitter, I'll DM a photo. I'm using from Jack, nice. Morning Dave, good to see you. I just need to be grouping these pretty well. They stand up nicely. Grip's really nice. Obviously if you're a rear gripper they're not quite so suited, but they're basically just a grippy grippy version of my dart basically, which is really nice. The way the grip is enhanced, the wide cuts are like square and the smaller cuts are rounded. So obviously a square cut is going to be grippier than a rounded one. I really want to get 180 with these and then post on Twitter, show Sean. treble fairly consistently though, which is good. I'll have a few more throws and then move on to something else. Oh, snatched that last one. We're still good on the audio levels, it looks alright. I don't know if the quality is incredible, but there we go, nice steady time, we'll finish on that. What to throw next? So we'll get these ones out of the way because I don't really like them. But we have the Occult, I think they're called. I called them Ocular originally, but that's not what they're called at all. Yeah. The Occult, which are there. Very nice darts. They look really nice. I just can't throw them. They're not my type of dart. I think if I was to have a dart this shape, I would hold it exactly where that smooth section is. So it's not really ideal. .26 again. .140, didn't it? 140 with the other darts. .85. Throwing really well for a change. .45. The flights on these are really nice. Oh, I didn't bring up any information on these, did I? Let me bring up the information real quick. So the Occult, which I have in 23 grams, sell for just under £58. They're 6.9 wide at the smooth section, 50.6 long, is that right? I thought they'd be 50.8, but 50.6, fair enough. Yeah, and they've got the PVD coral coating at the back, titanium nitride, coral at the front, PVD, titanium nitride black at the back, which is nice. Yeah, again, really nice set of darts I think for the price. A lot of fives. 85. Let's quickly check my phone. Let me check my Twitter right quick. Like that kind of their Target SP darts. I will get them out. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. That's a nice little setup there. Nice setup. I think those, so the Archons, I'll put those down. The Archons, which are here, they look more gold at the front than the picture does, which I was surprised by. But they're 97.5, so they're quite high density of tungsten. 100. Bought the darts from Jack. Ah, I see. Yeah, I need to sell a load of my darts off soon because I've got loads that I don't use. Probably might sell some of my Loxy stuff as well actually. I've just had it for a while. I was tempted to, while I was collecting it, and all the Loxy stuff I've bought or been given, luckily enough. But I just don't, the amount of darts they're bringing out, I just can't afford to keep getting them all. I don't have the space for them, so I might keep like some of my favourites, like maybe the original series, but yeah, I'm not gonna keep them all. Yeah, so that Archons are really thin and really long, which isn't really my type of dart, to be honest. If we look, Archon, I think I've got the 22 gram version, so they're 85 quid, 6mm wide by 55 long. So yeah, pretty long and thin. $45. 43. These aren't going too badly for me, considering the dimensions. If you're selling these, if they're 22 gram, DM me. I might do, I don't know. $140. Poor. Oh, that was a nice dart. 100. Just going at all funny angles is my problem. Getting the odd treble here and there though, which is good. Just I mean, they're not bad, are they? For something that's like different to what I normally use. The only problem I have with the longer darts is they just go in at funny angles sometimes, they sort of kick left and right. $55. They're quite, the front's sort of like a level 2.5 grip, like a mid-level grip. Then the back is probably a 3.5. They're not sort of very grippy. The back might be a bit more actually, might be a 4. Oh. Right, I think that's enough of them for now. Let's use, okay, these are probably, these are the ones I wanted from the launch. Oh, the Archons. Yeah, the launch was good. It was better than the other launches. Yeah. Just sort of a bit. The thing is, there's so many darts coming out now. A lot of the darts get quite samey. Graham Hall darts. I really like these actually. Again, quite short, sort of 48mm I think. So in my sort of range of darts. Where are we going here? Graham Hall, 22 gram, 6.3 by 48. So again, mine are 48.3 by 6.4. So basically the same. Not a lot of grip to these. Maybe a 1.5 out of 5. $121. I like the flights. The flights are good. I think they're just based off the old Ruthless flights, and then they just put G-Man on them. That's basically what they are. 60. $40. 55. Yeah, they're not grippy at all. I think he grips them right at the front, where these like 3 bands are. Just here. I think he grips them right there. Oh, keep dropping me darts. 60 again. These are quite straight for me. Very green. I think Darren from Darts Review channel will like these because of how green they are. That's a blocker. Blocker dart. Go for bullseye at the start of a game. Yesterday I played someone, went for bullseye at the start of the game, he literally just dropped one right below the bullseye. Awful dart. And then I done it in another game as well, so can't complain. Again, these feel really thin, which is probably why I'm dropping a lot. Some darts I think when they don't have much grip, they feel thinner than what they are. I feel that that's what I'm getting from these. I think it also depends on the taper of the nose for me, because that's sort of, I have a finger on there. Obviously if you've got a ball nose it doesn't feel as thin. Slipping on my hand now. Sure, it's warm today. Whoop. Are the Sean McDonald the grippiest? I'll tell you what, they probably are. The Hexon, which I've now got in my hands, aren't very grippy. Oh, dropped it. I think the back, the rear of the Archon is the grippiest section, but overall, I think the Sean McDonalds are probably the grippiest. So if you grip from the front, these, the Sean McDonalds, probably the best ones. If you grip from the rear, probably the Archon, if you want the grippiest dart from the lot. But the Archon overall is probably the grippiest. but obviously there's not a lot of grip at the front, so. 100. Get on well with these. Wow. That was a straight bounce out. Where did that come from? Oh, there. A big old. Oh, wasn't there? Yeah, there's like a bit of a chunk on the old wire. I'm a front gripper, so she'll be better for me. Yes, they will. Very similar to my custom darts, Sean McDonald's, as I said before. Just grippier, basically. Which is probably why I get on with them quite well. I mean, they're based off the same dart, so. Come on. It's from 180. There's a ton of the Graham holes. I think that'll do for them ones. Let's move on to what I originally was thinking was my favourite, which are the old Hexons, which are quite nice. Nice pattern. Can we get them to come up? There we go. There are the Hexons. Just quickly bring up the info. I have the 23 gram version. They go for 80 quid. 6.5 wide by 50 long. Pretty simple. I grip at the front where the hexagon section is. I'd probably give that a grip rating of a 3 out of 5, and then the rear I'd probably give a 2.5 to a 2. So, but again, these just fly for some reason, for me, really nicely. I think they might be ever so slightly front weighted, just because. I can keep dropping it out. I think they might be ever so slightly front weighted, just because of like the cuts at the back, because obviously that takes out more material, so they'll be heavier at the front. So I think they might be slightly front weighted, but still probably classed as centre weighted. Callum, how's it going, mate? Welcome, welcome. Seeing your AI stuff's very interesting. Obviously I work in marketing, so AI is sort of a big thing for me, because I sort of use it to sort of do tasks almost. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Right, so yeah, again, these set up quite nicely when you grip them from the front. 100. Again, nothing too outrageous about these. I think if you're going to spend like the 80-85 quid mark, I'd probably go with the Archons, just because I think they're a nicer dart for the extra 5 quid. But obviously it depends on your preference, because the Archons, oh my word, that's miles away. The Archons are quite long, whereas these are a bit shorter and a bit wider. So that was the biggest 180 bottle of my life for in the treble 12. I think what it was, because the two darts were right in the middle and there just wasn't any space. But yeah, these I'll have to get a reverse angle on these and how they fly through the air, because they sit up sort of like perfectly straight every time, even though I stand slightly to the right of the oche. they do go lovely. Obviously, Mission are probably all over the place now really, but I think Darts Corner are almost exclusive in terms of online retail. So yeah, you can pick anything that I've shown in this stream from Darts Corner basically. The launch itself I think was quite interesting, just because I think Mission is still at the point where they're like, they've got a nice range of darts, and they started off sort of really basic, like nice but basic, and they've sort of started to move into the more like advanced darts role. Like they're probably one of the more leading companies now, whereas when I got back into darts again, I bought a set of Mission darts and they were, like I say, pretty basic, just standard like micro ring grip, or not quite micro ring grip, but like a tight ring grip similar to like the Wes Newtons. And yeah, now they're sort of moved on to, you know, like cuts like this and the Archon and stuff. It's quite interesting how they've sort of developed. Oh, shocking. What we're going to do, they're okay to throw, they weren't too bad. We're going to throw the Allen Suitors. I have already done a review of these, so I won't show them off too much. I had the, well, not these ones specifically, but I had the original versions, the silver ones. So obviously these are just black coated. I think it gives the barrels probably the same level of grip, but a different type of grip. Like it doesn't feel, you can't really feel the micro grip as such, but the black coating gives you like a nice contact point almost. So it almost feels like used compared to the other ones. I'm not really a fan of these, to be honest. I struggle to sort of throw them, but they are nice darts if you like a short sort of dart. But yeah, not for me really, unfortunately. Just struggle to throw them a bit. Maybe with a longer stem I'd probably be okay. Again, these retail for just under £50, so not a bad price really for a professional player dart. Ooh, 140. A few 140s in this stream, 125s and stuff, bottled a couple of 180s. There's me saying I can't throw them and I hit 140. Do. These stand up quite a lot in the board as well, just because they are, you know, sort of more front heavy, really short, got a short stem. You know, sort of, as always with the way I throw, darts do tend to stand up, but these tend to stand up quite a bit more. I think that's just the way they're made. Excuse me a moment, guys. Right. Anyone else have any favourites from the launch? sort of things did you expect? Did Mission give out everything that you expected? Obviously I was quite lucky that I got the darts early, so I knew what was coming. I got these Thursday last week or Friday. It was Thursday last week. So a week and 1 day before review, which makes a change normally because Mission sent them out quite last minute. Nothing against Mission, obviously. Send them out when they want, and it's nice of them to send them out. But yeah, I had a nice bit of time with the darts and stuff before launch. Obviously I'm not really making videos anymore. I might try and do more live streams actually, but there will be videos of these up. And I might get back into making videos, it just sort of depends on time really. Obviously it's bank holiday weekend, so I've got a bit of time, but yeah, it's just getting the time after work and stuff to actually film a proper review and make it look good without like half-arsing it. Now we're ending on a steady old 60. Right, so that is all of the darts from the review, from the launch, sorry, thrown, apart from the ones I didn't get sent. So we're going to go back to the Shaw McDonald's, throw these for a little bit, try, hit a 180, and if we do, then cool. $125. These are very nice. I know I keep saying it, but I think in terms of a player dart, I mean, it's almost obvious because obviously me and Sean used to use the same dart, but yeah, just I never really consider using player darts, but these are really nice. What I could do actually is I would take off the flights and stems and put on my match setup, which is the Condor axes, and I'll give them a chuck. Let me just quickly quickly change some bits around, pop the chat out right quick. Minimise that. Cool. Flights are really weird on the board because the light only sort of impacts this sort of front area, so they look like a gradient, but they are just plain white. Normally I would play with in fact I will do that. Alright, where's the split? Oh, there's the split. My bad. Hold on. Sorry. There we go. A bit more light. So I put on my 180 Illumina and I put on the ring light from the Scolia. See, well, these are throwing awful now. I've put my match setup on. God, so bright now, it hurts my eyes. Oh, reach down and grab that. Them last two darts were lovely, they flicked out my hand beautifully. sort of flicking them a bit more now, like I was a couple of months ago actually. Switch. I want to hit 180 and then I'll end the stream, but I'll go until 12 o'clock. Although I think my arm might fall off because it's starting to hurt. Guide 140. Hold it a bit lighter and not float them in, but just guide them. That was not what I wanted to do. My first start's good. Everything else is okay, but maybe not. Darts just going all over the place a minute. Low ones and high fives, so I'm sort of doing that on my release. I think sort of cutting across. So it needs to be a bit more compact, I think. 81. That was terrible. And this is what I mean, I'm having like darts where I just sort of like throw them in a really weird way, or just in a weird place, that it doesn't feel overly wrong. Oh, gutted. Such a good last dart as well, just deflected below the bed. Oh, another good dart. Hello Charlie, how you doing? That was awful, my arm just seized up there. God. Another 140. Morgan, what's your preferred size of stem? So used to be medium for about a good year, or just under a year. I switched to a medium stem about this time last year in Super League. I just see Charlie's thing come up, so maybe they are coming up. Yeah, so I switched to a medium stem like this time last year in Super League and averaged like 24.5, which is like just under a 75 average, which was like my best ever game. I was 2-0 down, 1-4-3 I think, or 1-4-2. Played really well, so I played with medium stem for ages. And then sort of recently, maybe like last month or a couple of months ago, I sort of hummed and hawed about using a intermediate, which for condors, which I've been using, is a medium, and I've just sort of stuck with these. Yeah, it just seemed to fly a bit quicker, stand up a little more on the board. So yeah, using intermediate, but in terms of a condor axe, that is a medium. These lovely and straight. I'll tell you what, these might actually get some use. I don't have any darts this week actually, so I can't play Tuesday. Bank holiday tomorrow, so there's no singles league, and nothing on Friday, so I've got a whole week to practice. Use medium, find it's more stable. Yeah, that's what I found in the end. I used to use short when I first sort of started playing again. And then I switched to medium, and I was like, alright, let's just use it in a couple of games. Played really well. But now I think I've sort of refined myself a bit. I prefer the intermediate. 98. Hit a fair few trebles with these. Problem is, I know if I played a game with these, I'll be terrible. how well your dart's going to do until you take them into a game. As long as there's a remote control car outside somewhere, I just heard it. Ah, very tight. Tight round the ones. I'm throwing these very well. Feel very different to my custom darts, even though they're the same basically. Ah. Another 125. I'll tell you what, the trebles I'm hitting as well are all straight down the middle. Oh, this is why I don't do the thing with the light, because they split. We'll just do that because I'm not using the scolia, so I don't need the ring light on. Another ton. Tell you what, I think I'm going to use these for next week, give them a proper practice, and then use them when my next, well, the Darts Ref Open maybe. I say I'm not going to Darts Ref Open to really play well. Just going to go and have a good time with some friends, some people I know off Twitter and stuff. So yeah, unfortunately it's Welsh Open weekend, so I don't think there'll be as many people there that I know from Twitter as last weekend, as last year. But we'll always see. If you're watching and you're at the Darts Ref Open next week and you see me, don't be afraid to say hello. If I don't recognise you, I apologise. I'm not very good with recognising people. Also, if I sort of like, know you off YouTube or Twitter, the profile pictures are really small, and I generally don't click on them. So, but yeah, I might give these a full week's worth of proper practice, and then use them next week maybe, because they are nice. I think with a proper week's worth of practice, so I'm not throwing any doubles yet, another 140. I'm not throwing any doubles yet, but that's like the big thing with me, is that I know with my darts, I can't score even if I can't score very well, which I can't at the minute, I can still hit my doubles. But then I change darts and I can score really well, but then can't hit a double, so I'm sort of back to square one. Eight minutes to try and hit a 180, and you'd have thought with the way I'm throwing I'd hit one at some point, because I've been throwing well, but unfortunately not. See, I'm very hot in here as well. I need to open a window once I finish the string. I'll say that. I think my arm's getting a bit tired now. I think we'll go for a couple of minutes, give it till 5-2. If I don't hit one, then we'll call it a stream. Oh, it's come out my hand funny again now. There we go, that's what you want, just nice. I think with the extra grip that I get on these compared to my custom darts, they're I just get that ability to just sort of flick them a bit out the hand because of the grip. Whereas my darts, I think, sometimes slip a little bit, because preferably I like to hold the darts quite lightly. Whereas with my customs, I have to hold them quite, so to sort of be able to almost, I say let them go when I want, but that's the problem. To almost sort of be able to throw them how I want to, I have to hold them tighter. Oh my god. I can make a 140 compilation of this, right? Yeah. The way I hold my customs, because they're not as grippy, I have to hold them tighter, which means I sort of like get funny releases. I sort of like either let them go too early, let them go too late, like they slip out my hand, I'm like, ooh, and try and like, you know. Whereas these, I'm just nice and relaxed, just hold them really lightly, I can just sort of float them in, but still with a bit of power. Which I think is what I probably need for my new set of customs, which might actually be based on these, but probably a natural tungsten. Because obviously I don't really like black coated darts, to be honest. I prefer tungsten colour, normal, natural. Just grouping them, apart from the last one, grouping them really well. I feel a 180 coming though. We'll have 15 more darts from now, and then we'll call it a day. Another 140. Might actually have to play a proper game with these after the stream at some point. Just chuck that away. There's 9 darts, we've got 2 more visits, and then we'll call it a day. That's poor. Right, one more. I hit a 180 on this one, end of a 180. Whew, do a big breathe out. Approach the oki. Short. There we go, nice steady 60. We'll have one more for luck. Go on, one more for luck, hit a ton. 41. Oh well, right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully you've all enjoyed. If you do have any question about any of the products, obviously let me know. I'll probably cut some of this down and put them into my reviews. If you did enjoy, obviously like the stream. That was pretty good, I'm not standing on the yoki. I literally just chucked them like that. So yeah, if you enjoyed, like the stream, I'll see you all soon. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, it should be in the description down below. Obviously follow Mission Darts and go and check out their launch video because they're doing a giveaway.